Oh. Still getting that smoke out of my eyes.
Yeah. Do you think we're going to like seriously be poisoned by
Yeah, probably.
that stuff? We didn't even look on the pack what was in it.
No, it's true actually. It probably says do not inhale.
Do not inhale.
Yeah.
If inhaled, go straight to a hospital.
Yeah, if you find your eyes watering, head to the doctor immediately.
Cool then.
You've got to suffer for your art there, haven't you?
What did you do it with in the last video? The smoke?
It was inside a computer.
And
So it was to make a computer,
to make a computer.
yeah.
Oh, cool.
And then we kicked it and it flew through the air.
Cool.
So we got that all in slow motion.
Cool.
It was really fun. It was smoke everywhere.
Yeah, I think the smokes, like we were saying earlier, a good image for the unknown or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like the ungraspable thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Isn't it?
It's there, but you can't.
Yeah, you can't
Get a handle on it.
on it. But ultimately, like we've discovered, it completely changes everything.
Yeah.
As soon as the smoke comes.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah. Obscures everything. Probably did on the video as well. We can't even
Yeah,
see
and
ourselves.
it's quite interesting. Like
Makes
thinking,
your eyes water. That's deep, man. That's profound.
Yeah, that.
The smoke, the mystery, makes your eyes water.
And we're shooting it all in Brixton.
That's right.
How long have you lived in Brixton? 10 years?
Yeah, about 10 years now. 2000 and... Yeah, a good 10 years, 10, 11 years. Yeah.
Do you think Brixton has had an effect on you? Like, because you're writing poetry and making films?
Yeah, definitely.
Because Brixton's a very sort of creative hub, isn't it?
Yeah. There's lots of... What's great is the first thing about Brixton is that when you walk out the tube, you get offered hard drugs and the gospel and everything else within 5 seconds.
So it's like a real, it's a concentrated microcosm of London life.
Yeah.
Or just life.
Just life. You've
there's
got
such
the full
multiculturalism.
spectrum of just bonkers, everything from like people just, in their suits going to work to like absolute madmen. I saw one guy just come stand on the edge of the pavement, pull his pants down and just piss into the road. I was like, what age, what century is this? But it's just bonkers.
Like, have you been to New York?
No, I haven't.
No, me neither, but I feel like it's probably got that energy.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, I mean, like where I live in Ireland, it's a bit easier to be an artist because what I'm trying to say is life's a bit more simple.
Yeah.
You can live a bit
Slower
simply.
pace. Yeah.
And there's a bit more time.
Yeah.
Maybe more breathing space.
Yeah.
But also because like the arts are really, people are really hungry for it.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of place to
It's
do
kind
it.
of
Whereas
more
like
in the
coming
culture,
to
isn't it?
London 2 days ago on my bike and like even just trying to get here by bike.
Yeah.
It's such a different culture. But then that probably affects your art as well.
Yeah. Definitely. Well, that's kind of one of the reasons why I've like poetry's come back so strongly for me. Like the last 2 or 3 years, writing a lot more, because that's the way for me to find like to chew on and contemplate. Great and weighty things or silly, ridiculous things, but to be able to like focus on something amidst all the crazy going on around you. Like to have something where you're just like trying to find what's the word for that feeling, what's the where how do and sometimes it like this one flowed out much more readily just listening to music. There's other times where I'm like chewing on something for weeks and weeks just trying to find the right word to turn the sentence.
Because there isn't a whole lot of space for contemplation living in London.
No,
is there?
No,
but
yeah,
I'm interested to hear how that flowed well out of my piece.
Yeah.
You just listen to it and then you.
Yeah.
And then what's your process for that? Did you just write?
Yeah.
Did you have a sort of image? Like I sent you some ideas about what I was thinking about.
Yes. Yeah, that was helpful because we talked about
this sort of rupture of meaning
and not being other, God not being an other.
A big other,
the idea of Christian atheism, like that actually God is not this sort of out there, sort of somewhere else, sort of big power thing.
Yeah, like a man.
But actually, he's actually here, and he's
Yeah.
And within us, and like in our ability, capability, you know, of loving. How do you say?
Yeah, I think
our
if it's
ability to
anything, what I've come to think is it's actually the energy of humans and everything interacting creatively.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
That's what we should be focusing on rather than this big other.
Yeah.
But, you know, a lot of people just get really obsessed with that big other thing, but that's actually not empowering.
No.
So that rupture, like I felt like the idea of the bell ring. What were we talking about? Someone
The bell. You were talking about the bell.
The resonance as a kind of thing that could actually change the paradigm.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's what. Yeah.
Go on.
Go on.
No, that's what I was because I looked up. That's where that comes from. That there's that part in there which talks about that, and the bell being rung by a hammer.
Yeah.
The cup-shaped instrument being struck by a hammer, you know, rung. And I was thinking that I don't know. For me, that mixed in all that imagery of like the cup-shaped instrument, like you know, there's communion in there, and it being struck and broken, and but and the waves coming out, the kind of resonance of that of this moment where this God goes from being other sort of some sort of power symbol somewhere to being actually this God who comes to earth and gets crushed and just completely subverts any ideas of power and control that people like to sort of ascribe to religion, you know.
But there's an interesting line in your poem about running with scissors.
Yes.
Because I'm always telling my little boy not to run with the scissors.
Yeah.
He probably had the same.